Hello, good day, guys. It is five and change. I'm honestly tired of looking at this shelf. I don't know. I'm so my indecisiveness ties in with my anxiety. So I've been looking at these shelves for quite some time now, and I'm over it now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The shelf, they're not. I don't know. They're not like. I've had better shelf designs than this. I don't know. I'm not into it. I'm not into it. So I'm gonna do a um what's that? I'm gonna do a red side and an unread side because this I'm over it. Mm-hmm. Mm, what is this? This is the start of another one, so I'm not even gonna put you down. Yeah. Let's get it. Red, unread. Which piles do y'all think are gonna be bigger? I should start. Okay, so far I have these two stacks of unread, and then I have two, 3 rows of red. Okay, and we still have all of these. I'll try to condense them so that the pile is more calculable,
Okay, whatever that means.
able to calculate. You know what I mean? Fuck. Ryan and Lizzie over there. Horse. I made a coffee. Still going. Here we have it. Unread. Red. I can already tell I'm gonna have a lot of unread paperbacks. Do I also want to separate it by paperbacks and hardbacks? Like I know I want to do a red and unread side, but do I also want to do paperbacks and hardbacks? I'm not doing color coded. I'm doing by size. I'll do by size. I've been color coding the shelves a lot, but now I'm gonna do it by size, by matching up. So yeah. It just hit me that I have not been counting at all. I haven't been counting. I've just been removing, okay? But unread, red, yeah. I don't want to count. I don't want to count, but I want to count, but I really don't. I think I'm gonna count. I'm gonna count. If I do, then I do. If I don't, then I don't. I'm sorry. That's just how it's gonna go. Okay, so I obviously have more unread than I do read. And that's fine. That's just how the cookie crumbles. These here are the ones upside down. I've read them. The ones turned upside down, I've read them, and the ones turned right side up, I have to read them. So these are my 25 of 2025. Some of these here, I started like from the rooftop. I started it earlier this year, and I put it down because it's very. I don't have. I've read most of my LGBTQ books, so I realized that when I started it wanting to read it, but I was like, I'll save you for Pride. So that's why I put that down. The lobotomist, I know for a fact, I might not. That shit pissed me off. I think I stopped reading on what is this? I stopped on page 114 of that book because it pissed me off. Okay, apparently we were doing. Hold on. Apparently we did like, if I remember correct, bro, we did like 30 something lobotomies. Nothing was on page. Nothing was on page, okay? The entire first half of the book, like the first 100 pages, we were talking about doing lobotomies. Then all of a sudden, I get two fucking paragraphs saying, yeah, we successfully completed 30 lobotomies. I said, wait, what the fuck? 30 of them? I said, mm-mm. No, you're not gonna treat me like that. So I DNF'd that bitch. And then I picked it back up because I was like, fuck. I still wanna get to the climax of the story, but I'm pissed off. So, we're just gonna keep that there for now. But we got a lot. We got a lot. I did see some of them that I know for a fact. If I don't pick them up before the end of the year, I could possibly um get rid of. That's not to say for these. Now these here, except for the Widow Queen, only because it's translated and I don't know how that's gonna go over well. So that's that. But I'm gonna now I'll count it for you guys, but like oh, there is a stack in the back. But those are the red. And if I'm being so honest, we still have those books right there. So um it could be crack. So it's not. Okay, so I got the first two sets up. So far everything's aligned. Those are all the short hardbacks I have, and then we have some paperbacks and a little more hardbacks. Then those are the paperbacks, and then the red side. Ladies and gentlemen, quick update. I got a podcast in the back. Here it is, okay? Hardcovers, and then we go into the paperbacks. And then down there is my 25 of 2025. How'd I do? How'd I do? Now I gotta deal with these. I put them up there. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the shelf, okay? So this is my unread. Those are the Power Rangers. Again, I'm upset there's no Yellow Ranger, but I think I'm gonna buy a pink one and paint that bitch yellow. Yup. Next shelf. Next shelf. 2025 of 25. 25 of 2025. There we go. Then we have the red side. I expected this to be more filled, but whatever. So we got these. We got the fourth wing, obviously. We gotta display the edges. And then we got that. And then it's empty down there. We're gonna fill her up. So, yeah. I'm just gonna get those up. Get those up. And then it's done. The fun part is adding the shits on. The Power Rangers, they already get their spot, so love that for them. Now I gotta put on the rest. Big boy. Okay, so this is the end, and I guess I could like give you guys what I have on the shelf type shit. So mainly what I mainly have some thrillers. I think I mainly have domestic thrillers. I really like fucked up families and shit. Like, you know, wife beat her husband and crazy children, and I have those kind of shit. So I don't really have I could tell you one thing for sure. I don't really have much romance. I don't do romance like that. I have read some romance, but I'm not like I'm not keen on straight romance, you know. I watch a lot of that, so I don't want to read it type shit. So, we got some of that. And let me tell you, right? A lot of these books, a lot of these books are not the popular books, okay? I don't know what it is. I realized on YouTube, especially, right? So I've seen a lot of I didn't have a good reading year, blase squaze, and the books that I'm picking up aren't really my favorite, boom, boom, boom. And with that comes a lot of popular books that these people are reading. And I guess I could flip. I like my whole thing is what do you like? You know, my when I'm looking at these when I'm watching these videos, I'm seeing a whole bunch of books that I'm seeing on Bookstagram, and I'm seeing them talked about multiple times to the point where y'all talking about them have made them famous, have made them quote unquote uh the books to read. And then at the end of the year, you get a vlog saying, well, my reading year was average, this, that, and the third. And my whole question is, okay, but like, what did, what did you pick? You know, what, each one of these books here, I have picked, okay? Each one of these books on my shelf, I have picked, or they were on my Amazon cart and someone sent them to me, right? I I could literally count the amount of books I've read because someone told me to read them, okay? Fourth Wing, I was told to read that. I ended up enjoying that, right? Heartstopper, I was told to read that. I ended up enjoying that, right? Um, I watched Red, White, and Royal Blue so much times that I ended up picking the book. Love that, right? I think that was a popular book, right? the books that I buy, the books that I buy, I have a lot of. I could tell I might hate how this looks. So I was saying, right? I don't see a lot of people promoting books that they like to read. I'm seeing. Well, okay, no, let me not say that because obviously, if they're reading the book, they like the book. But I'm not seeing a lot of people pick books that they identify with. Books that I'm seeing a lot of people pick books that have been quote unquote told that they would like or told identifies with them. Like, okay, when was the last time you went in the bookstore and picked out a book not because you seen it on TikTok or Bookstagram or on YouTube, but because uh, I'm editing this video, right? Because I want to get it up possibly today. I had another video for today, but it's not going up today, right? So I want to get this one out for today, right? I'm watching him trying to get out what he wants to say, and he just sounds so fucking stupid. I'm just like, shut up, I'll handle it. I'll handle it. What I was trying to say was I don't see no personality in the books that people are picking up anymore. Like, I'm seeing a lot of popular books remain popular, but I'm not seeing no one bring their personality to the forefront, right? I'm looking at my shelf right now, and the books that I read, I would say, aren't popular. I would say I could, some people have read them, but I know The Comeback, Mercedes Lackey. I don't know if those are popular, but I'm not seeing people read them, you know what I mean? Um, Trust Exercise. I have The Perfect Mother. I'm not seeing people read these stuff, you know what I mean? And then on my unread side, I know for a fact 95% of my unread side, no one has fucking. I don't see people talking about them, you know? I see now the 5% is I have some series, I have the beginning of some series. Those would be my 5%, you know? Those are quote unquote the popular books, but like I was like The Lobotomist, I know for a fact if I was to post The Lobotomist, no one would know what that book is, who that book is about, what that book is about, and that's just because it's not on no one's radar, right? Now, it could be a it could be a thing of the books I read just don't resonate with everyone else, but that that just that just goes to show that like none of these books are or could even threat like past the threshold of becoming popular. Like, and granted, some of these are backlists. Like some of these maybe we're in 2025. Some of these might be at least 5 or 6 years old in publication, and that's not to say that like only the newer things are being popular, but like these still aren't the popular books, you know. But that's my shelf. That's my shelf, right? Even the popular, I know for a fact there are some, if I remember to like put it in, uh she runs Lily Reed's Kenya. I know for a fact her bookshelf is personalized, right? Her picks are personalized picks, right? And I watch this girly religiously, right? But I have 10 fingers. All 10 fingers would be used up on counting out booktubers that talk about popular books. Like damn near every YouTuber shares the same, in my opinion, all the highly heavily popular booktubers share the same book taste. In romance, mystery, thrillers, they all share the same book taste. Like if one doesn't like it, the other one 75% chance would not like it. Like that's just that. But I'm going now. The rest of the video is the bookshelf. So enjoy that.